Well, hello world, welcome to my kitchen. It is Luann Pygott and we are going to make one dish today. We are going to make Mexican stuffed shells. Okay, so I've got my pan heating here, and I'm going to put some ground chuck in here. And we're going to fry that, cook all that up. This is 1.5 pounds because I'm making 1.5 times the recipe of this. Okay, so we're going to break this up a little bit. I love this little chopper that I have. It works so well. I think you can see it. There you go. Chops it all up so much faster. So we're going to let this cook here. Then we're going to chop our onion. I got a new little gadget to show you. I'm so excited. I have no idea if it works. But we're going to find out in a minute. New little gadget. Okay. Hamburger. Okay, while that is cooking, let's move back over here to my old chopper plate, or chopper board. I'm softening the cream cheese too. I need some cream cheese. So I'm going to use this little thing. It's even called onion cut. That's a real profound name there. Have you ever seen one of those? I have not. So I am going to use that and see what we get. I'm also going to put on a lid to that to cook a little faster. Get my cream cheese out. Okay, here we go. Look at this little thing here. My onion is growing. It's not going to be growing very long. Really? I have more if that one happens to not be any good. Okay, look at this. It's to hold it while you cut it. Ordered this from Amazon. You just throw it down. You hold it and it gives you a way to hold the onion, and you cut between those little wires. So let's see what happens. Let's get our onion prepared. Look at that. It's growing onions inside of the onion. I guess it's growing green onions. How does a white onion grow green onions? Just growing a different kind. I don't know. So is that going to be that all the way down in there, or what? What we got going on in here with this thing? I am going to cut it in half because you would cut it in half to use that whole thing. Let's see what we got. Alright. Interesting, huh? I'll just pull those out, I guess. Growing its little self away. Ow. Stabbing myself with a knife here. Okay, I don't know if you want to eat that part or not. It's kind of hollow right here. I'm just going to cut that out. So we need 3/4 of a cup of onion with this recipe. I need you to let go over there. There we go. Just trying to get the... I guess you could still eat that part. It's so crazy what the onion is doing here. Okay. I'm going to cut that part off. Going to have a little bit left. Okay. Somewhere I should have a little bag. Here, we'll use this bag. Let's throw all this stuff in. Oh, we're boiling. Okay, my pot's boiling, so I'm going to put in my jumbo shells. This is what we're doing today. The jumbo shells. This is 12 ounces. I'm going to cook this whole box for this recipe that I'm doing. And it says 9 minutes. Okay. In they go. We'll set the timer. Let's get a spoon here. Make sure they're loose. Let's stick them to the bottom. Okay. Pretty good. Alright, let's take all of this trash here from the onion. I still have to peel these. Oh, this onion's got some dry spots. I don't know if this will work or not. Well, let's just cut that one off. I think it's just the outside layer right there. That one little spot. Crazy how the onion will like drain itself to just make more onion. Like, why don't you just be the onion you are instead of making more? Guess it's growing a bunch more. It's like a big seed, I guess. Okay, I have some right there that's dry. Don't know if this is worth salvaging or not. Go try it. Okay, let's get the rest of the peel off of this. Here. It's going to take me forever just to get to the... Look, I have something green on my finger. I get something green. No idea. Where'd that come from? Okay, here we go. Okay, this is one of Mom's. It's gotten to be, this is kind of a newer thing I make. It's gotten to be one of her favorite dishes. So here we go. I'm going to hold it down with this. And we're just going to slice through here. Oh, this is neat. It's getting dark over here. I have light on it and it's still casting a shadow. Oh, we're doing well in there with that hamburger. Where'd I leave off? Here we go. I don't know where I left off. Okay, then let's do this. Ooh, I love it. It's so easy to hold. There we go. Yeah, I like it. Doesn't do too well on the edge, but I think it's because the onion was whiter than that, so that would be why. Onion's too big. Alright, so there's that. Did pretty well. A couple little pieces to fix on that's from the edge though. I'm gonna throw that in there with that meat in a minute. Oops, didn't want to do that. And it's gonna be done. Piece of peely in there. I guess you could do this and yeah, hold it and do that. Okay, so let's do the outside edge here and right through these little wires. I need to quit taking my eye off of it though. I keep losing my place. I think it's a little faster and it's less dangerous for your hand too. Okay, let me just go across. If you had an intact onion, it would work much better. This onion's a little sad. Also has a little hard spot on there. Not a hard spot, but like a sharp little pointy thing there. So file that down or something. Okay, let's get these little big pieces that were at the outside edge. If we had a smaller onion, that would work much, much better. I think that's more than 3/4 of a cup of onion. Well, whatever it is, we're doing it. Wouldn't hurt to have extra. Alrighty. Let's put this in here with our meat. There's our pot. Trying to move this and it's not cooperating very well. There's my pot. I know you can't see the top of it. But there it is. And this is a sweet onion, like a dahlia onion. Those are my favorite. I use those for everything. Now this says to use a yellow onion, so you can use a yellow onion. Just wash it off my cutting board. So I'm gonna let that dry. Drain. Okay, so then let's take this little thing here and stir my meat, my onion in the pot here. Let that cook a little bit more. See how we're doing. It's almost done, the meat. It's good. So while we're finishing up with that, spot right there that's red. Just keep breaking up a few pieces here and there. Okay. Turn it down a little, and I'm going to put the lid back on. Then let's read my recipe here, what we're going to do. Okay, I do want my oven on 350. Let's don't forget to do that. Let me get the pan to put them in. I guess I should go ahead and do the full-size pan. I wonder if this one will work though. I'm thinking. I think that one might slosh over since I'm doing extra. Let me get the bigger pan. I'm making all kind of noise. I'm using 9x13 pan. There's my 9x13 pan. Okay, so then after we got our oven on, let's see what we're going to do here. Cook ground beef and onions. Okay, we did that. We're going to add this taco seasoning. Okay, so we're going to add to this 3 tablespoons of taco seasoning, so you can get whatever kind you want. I just got the Old El Paso original, or whatever kind you like. Got a little bit of onion on the floor. Let's see how we're doing here. Okay, pretty good. All right, so I'm going to thinking here. I need to drain this into something. Well, I usually like drain it into a little can or something. But I haven't even opened my cans. Well, let's put it in a... We'll do this. Let me get that little onion chopper out of my way. And I'm going to open one of my cans of enchilada sauce and pour that in a bowl. We'll make this work. Okay, into the bowl. Hopefully it'll fit into the... It's not going to fit in the bowl. Oh, look at this. And I'm picking up paper from the thing. Almost fits in there. Okay, now my pasta is ready. Oh, the paper from this stupid can is falling into it. Why are you doing that? Stop that. Oh, good grief. It's doing it again. There's little bits of paper that got ripped, and they're falling into my sauce. Ripped when I opened the can. Okay, let's turn that off. Quit beeping. Get a spoon and scrape out the extra. There's another piece of paper that fell, but it didn't go in good. I don't think we want to eat paper. I really don't. Alright, so there we go. There's that. We rinse this can out. A lot more in there than I thought. These are bigger cans than what they used to have. They were out of the regular stuff from the store. So are y'all eating enchiladas right now? Everybody making enchiladas. Like, they didn't have the regular sauce I get. They didn't have it. Not mild, medium, nothing. I had to get this brand. I hope it's good. It's all they had. And I usually like to get like a mild and a medium to mix them, and they didn't have anything but mild. Goody. Okay, so I'm draining off the grease into this can. And then, you let it harden up, then just throw it away. Okay, there we go. Got rid of that grease. Set that aside. I'm going to drain these noodles into my strainer in the sink. Some of them are sticking in the bottom. There we go. Okay, let me put a little cool water in here, or these will be too hot to handle, so I'm just going to put them in a little cool water. Okay, so I'm going to take 3 tablespoons. It says to add this seasoning. Cut that too far down. Oh, good mess. 3 tablespoons. There we go. Here's my tablespoon. That is, what is that? That's 1 tablespoon, okay. Oh, that's 1.5 tablespoons. Oh, good, so I can use that one twice. So I'm going to put this in the meat. One, 1.5. It's almost the whole package. And 3. It's seriously, I'm going to put the whole package in. It had like another 1/4 teaspoon. Okay. So then we're going to, let me get this right here, because this has got to be insanely boring. Here we go. Just raise it up. Doesn't want to stand up though. There we go. Alright, then we will stir this in. I need a different spoon. I don't want it to just stick to that one. Here we go. Ooh, that smells so good. You like the taste of taco meat. Is this just the perfect thing to me? Because I actually don't like tortilla shells. I don't like flour ones. I don't like corn ones. Really don't like them. So, this has no tortilla shells. Of course, if you love them, then you might want to just put this in tacos. It's so good. Alright, here we go. Mixed it up in there. Okay, so then after we do that, we're going to mix in the cream cheese. Stir till it's melted, okay? So that's 6 ounces of cream cheese. I put it in the microwave for a minute too. Or, not for a minute. I put it in there for 15 seconds. So it would soften the cream cheese. So it's not ice cold. So I'm actually going to just let that sit there and I'm burying it under the meat, let the meat melt it. Okay, so then I'm going to, after we let that chill, oh good grief, I can't talk today. Let it melt. And at this point, I am going to add 1/4 of the sauce mix, of the enchilada sauce. This is where it's different than the regular recipe. The regular recipe doesn't have you add sauce to the meat. But I think it needs some more. It's a little dry to me. And it needs the flavor of the meat. So I'm actually I should have done this in the beginning. I should have poured it into a measuring cup. I'm going to pour it in a measuring cup. So what I need is 1/4 of this amount. Let's see how much that's going to be. This is my red mild enchilada sauce, but you can use whatever kind you like. So really what I want is half of this 1 can. That's a quarter. So for a recipe and a half amount, that is going to be 6 ounces of the sauce. So I'll have 6 ounces left. So let's put that in there and see what we get here. Not quite that. Are we there? Yep. Okay, so then I'm going to stir. So this is going to make the meat a lot more like saucier. And the cream cheese is melting. Ooh, that's going to be so good. It's also going to be a lot messier. I'm turning off the burner. We don't need it anymore. Look at that. Ooh, that looks so good. That's our filling for those shells. Now, I think you could make all this and just buy some little macaroni and mix it all in if you don't want to go to the trouble of stuffing shells. You could do this a lot quicker. But these are really good. Okay, so then we're going to set it aside, it says. We're going to put our enchilada sauce in a small bowl. We're going to pour half into... Now, I add more enchilada sauce than what they're saying. It says this would be 2 cans. Or no, it tells you to do 1 can. I do 2. But since I'm doing a recipe in half, this is actually the equivalent of 3. So I do double the enchilada sauce this recipe says, because it's just not enough sauce otherwise. So we're going to pour, and I put in here, pour about 1/3 of it. You don't want all that much in the bottom. You want enough to cover. So I'm going to pour what's left of this in the bottom of this pan. Basically. So that's like 6 ounces. There we go. You just want to cover the bottom of the pan, which we have done. Okay, let's spread that around. Very, very nice. All right. Then, yep, spread it around. Okay, then you're going to fill your shells. Okay. Take my shells here. Now I've got them in this cooling water. Let's see if they're cool enough. They're warm, so, but they're fine. Okay, that's good. So then you're going to fill these shells like this, and you're just going to like scoop a scoop in here, and it's going to be messy because I have the liquid in there too. This is messier than it would be if you didn't add any of the enchilada sauce to it. But it's worth it because it tastes so much better messy. It's just so much better. Then I'm just going to put all these here in the pan. Really doesn't take too terribly long to do it. The trick is getting these shells to open up and let you fill them. It says it's a little messy. If you have any leftover filling, I would just kind of plop it in there. They want to tip over, but oh well. I don't have time. I need to get this in the oven. I don't have time to let this be perfect, because I've got to go put my makeup on, get ready. I don't want to be late today. Uh-oh, hot, hot, hot. Burning my hand, burning my hand. The filling is a little warm. I do have the stove turned off now, though, so it's not heating it anymore. Remove my lid. There's nothing better than you. That's the best song. There's nothing better than you, Lord. There's nothing. Nothing is better than you. How about a little Sunday morning worship? There's nothing better than you, Lord. There's nothing better than you, Lord. There's nothing. Nothing is better than you. I searched the world, but it couldn't fill me. I don't remember the words. Treasures and something were never enough. They were never enough. Then you came along, put me back together. You know, when somebody has torn you apart, you need God to put you back together. And I don't remember the rest of the words, but I'm here in your love. Oh, there's nothing better than you. It's kind of a new song. There's nothing better than you, Lord. There's nothing. Nothing is better than you. I'm not afraid to show you my weakness. Our failures and faults, Lord, you've seen them all, and you still call me friend. Oh, there's nothing better than you. You gotta do something while you're doing this, right? How about sing? There's nothing better than you. What is that? Oh, what is the tool called? They just call it onion cut. Onion cut. I ordered it on Amazon, I think. No, did I? I may have ordered it. I may have ordered it from Facebook. A Facebook ad. Okay, here's the website. Well, that's not a website either. That's their email. It's in guyandandrop@gmail.com. It's in there. Onion cut. That's what it's called. It is so neat. Worked so well. There's nothing better than you, Lord. There's nothing better than you. Sorry, I didn't see that before now. There's nothing. This shell seems to be smaller than the others. How'd that happen? Maybe it is an illusion. Nothing is better than you. You give mourning for you give dancing for mourning. Now, how is that? You trade mourning for dancing. That's what it is. You give beauty for ashes. You turn shame into glory. You're the only one who can. You turn graves into gardens. I'm getting to be, I have a lot of shells in here, and I don't have a lot of filling. Don't overfill. You turn bones into armies. You turn seas into highways. You're the only one who can. My favorite part is you trade mourning for dancing. I love that. I love that line. You give beauty for ashes. That one slipped right out of my hand. Luckily, I got it into the bowl. You turn shame into glory. You're the only one who can. Boy, this is a lot of shells when you do the whole package. I don't usually do the whole package, but I'm making extra since we're taking some to Dad today. There's nothing better than you. And we can borrow some from another one that's overfilled. There's nothing better than you. They're just kind of going on top of each other now. It's a good thing I got this bigger pan. Not at work with that littler pan. Hardly working with the big one. There's nothing. Boy, this thing is drippy though. Nothing is better than you. How many more I got? There's nothing better than you. I'm going to drain this and see what I got left. There's nothing. Oh, good grief, I have a lot of them left. 7. I've got enough to fill 7 more either. Okay, so don't overfill them. There's nothing Nothing is better than you. So we'll just have a few extra shells in there. I think we're just going to do. That's all we're going to do. Just extra. Okay. I'm going to take that. I will tell you, I made quite a mess doing this. I'm going to get all of it out of here. Put it on those empty ones. Do, 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 do. You trade mourning for dancing. You give beauty for ashes. You know, being a long-term Christian, serving God since I was 9 years old, I never, in my wildest nightmares, ever expected that my life would end up in ashes anyway. But it did. Based on the other person in my life. It did. You just think, you know, I'm living right and I'm doing right. But stuff shouldn't happen to me. Does sometimes. Does leave you in a very perplexed state. Why did this bad thing happen to me when I was serving God? All right, let's do. We're going to pour the remaining sauce over the top. We're going to wrap it in foil, bake it for 30 minutes, and then you're going to top it with the cheese. Okay, so the cheese you're going to have, okay, it takes 1 1/4, so it's actually going to take 2 cups of cheddar cheese, which I actually have, instead of just cheddar, I have Mexican 4 cheese. So you can use Mexican 4 cheese or cheddar, and then you're also going to top it with 3/4 cup of mozzarella, which I also, this is crazy because I have, it's an Italian-Mexican blend we got here. I'm using the Italian blend because it has mozzarella in it. It looks like, it worked really well. Pasta is good where stuffed, I know, whether stuffed or unstuffed, it is good. Okay, so we're going to take the rest of our enchilada sauce. I'm going to shake this can. Because the last one was watery at the top because I didn't shake it. I'm going to open it up. This was the only brand they had left in the store. It's like the shelves had been wiped out of enchilada sauce, so I'm wondering, are y'all making enchiladas all the time here? Why are they out of enchilada sauce? Is it enchilada time? What's the deal? Why is the store almost empty of enchilada sauce? Now, I cover it with foil because if you don't, these shells that are peeking out here, they will dry out. So you definitely... I usually like to get a can of mild and a can of medium and mix them, but couldn't do that. Only had mild. Such a mess I got going on over here. All right, I'm going to cover it with foil. I'm going to bake it for 30 minutes. And then we'll do the cheese. And then after you sprinkle the cheese on, I cover it back with the foil again just so it doesn't burn and dry out the pasta, and do it 15 more minutes till the cheese is bubbly. And I don't put the foil back on tight. I just put it on loosely when I put it back on, just to not dry it out. Okay, there we go. Put this in the oven, 350, and start at 30 minutes, and then 15 more after you add the cheese. All right, let me set my timer, and then we're going to go try to do my makeup. So I'm going to go ahead and go, and thank you so much for watching. Have a very blessed day, and try out this recipe. It's really good. So you could rise from the ashes and be an encourager to others. Yes, I definitely think so. But I am ready to rise out of the ashes. I've been in these ashes for 8 years. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't. Where does it tell me to do it? I didn't put the salsa in it. Let me get that back out. It's supposed to have salsa in it too. I must have skipped over that when I read it. All right, let me read it again. Where does it tell me to put the salsa? Okay, we did that. Huh. I think I was supposed to make, was I supposed to? Oh, I was supposed to combine them. All right. Well, it's all right. We'll put it on top with it. They'll combine. Okay, so the salsa, I knew something was missing. Oh, let's do this. Whoops. Let's have a catastrophe. That's what we're doing. Oh, let's use my little nifty new other little tool. This is my jar opener. Oh, I love this thing. Okay, watch. Come on, go on in. Don't stop. There we go. It's a jar opener. Ha! Look at that! Boy, does that work well. Okay, so I need 3 cups of salsa, and there's 2 in here. So we'll put this, I need like a jar and a half. That's an awful lot of liquid I wasn't going to have in there. Look at that. This recipe has so many directions. It's too easy to miss it. Let's do it again. You ready? It's battery operated. It takes like AA batteries. I got this on Amazon too. It's an electronic jar opener. Are you ready? Here we go. Oh, I love it. Doesn't hurt your hand at all. I actually did a live on this. I called this my new husband. Because I don't need anybody to open the jars now. Because I don't have anybody to open the jars. If I can't open the jars, I don't get what's in it. So now I have something. I was just looking for those, you know, those little plastic rubber things you can use to open the jar. And I got some of those too as backup. But I came across this and I'm like, oh, look at that. Look at that. What is that? It's amazing. Okay, here's our salsa. Oh yeah, this makes it much better. Now, let's put it back in. Cover. Back in the oven for 30 minutes. So let's do it right. Alright, trying to hurry. Doesn't work when we try to hurry. Oh, it's a lot heavier now too. Gotta reset my timer. Alright, there it goes. So, try my yummy dish, and I'll show you what it looks like with the cheese later. He's cute. Yes, he is cute. He's very faithful too. I know, it just pops off like poof. Okay, you have a good day, and I'll go do my makeup. Bye!